another vlog. It's really good to see you again. We're now on the sand quarry in Cheshire after a break. I've took 2 weeks off having a break, and it's been really good not to do anything. But I thought I was going to have a break, but I was ill for a week, so I couldn't even get out if I wanted to. Now, what are we doing today? We're fishing. Now, in these videos now, depending on which water I'm fishing, I have to give permission to say whether I'm going to be doing a vlog or whether there's going to be products in the vlog. Now, I actually have a website now, but I'm not allowed to promote that on this video. I'm not allowed to do a few bits and pieces because it's meant to be just a fishing video. And when I'm going to be talking about my stuff or other people's stuff as a paid vlog, or where I'm going to be earning money from it, I have to have permission from the committee. So on this one, it's just a fishing vlog. And how we're going to be fishing this, let's find out. Got to take. I think it was a bird. I've had a kingfisher. Put my nail down here. I've had a kingfisher in my swim for best part of half an hour, picking up the small silvers. I'm not going to strike on that. It was a couple of bleeps. It may have been an aborted take, but I'm just going to leave that now and just see if it picks up. I think it was a kingfisher. Bloody kingfisher. And we're out on a 24-hour session. Nothing special. I'm going to have a look at some new hooks. I'm not going to name the hooks because in this video, it's... I'll explain. Because I've built a new website and I'm selling bait in a few bits and pieces, it means now I'm classed as professional because I'm selling products, but in the rules of the fishing club I'm fishing at the moment, if I'm selling products, I have to give them notification to say I'm going to be pushing a product. So in this video, I'm not pushing any product. What you see in the video is just what I use fish with, so that's how it is. But there will be videos on club waters where I've had permission and I talk about products. Sometimes people do these vlogs and they presume you're getting paid for them, or they presume that there's an alternative motive for them. Well, a lot of people do these kind of vlogs because they enjoy doing them. I mean, this Carp King 721 watches videos, really good. I really enjoy him. Nothing fancy, no loads of really flash editing, but really good vlogs. He's got a lot of subscribers, and he just talks about his fishing. You know, he does what he wants to do. He enjoys it, and he goes out. It's really good vlogs. I like watching his. Leon's are quite good as well. Not so much product placement these days, but he gets out and does his fishing as well. But for me, it's going to be a mixture of both. It's going to be a mixture of just getting out and enjoying myself and some reviews. Now, when I do the videos in the future, which you've got reviews in, I'll put them on the website as well, so you can read about it and have a look at that. Have a look at some product shots. That's exactly what it is, I suppose. Regardless, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and catch some fish. Well, I say that, I've had one already. Granted, it was a big slimy bream. I would have been happy with that if it was a match angler, but hey ho, and that was caught on a Ronnie rig. So I've had some hooks sent to me, which were a Ronnie rig, a spinner rig, no matter what you want to call them, and they seem to be okay. Nice little hook. You can buy ready-made rigs from different parts of the country, different tackle shops, where they actually sell the rigs complete, and you can buy them already done, and that's fantastic. And what a lot of people don't realise on these videos is most people who watch videos aren't experts. I'm not an expert either. What they are is people getting new into the sport, and as a result of that, did you know the average age of people getting into fishing isn't like 5, 6, 7, 10, 14, 20, it's 35 years of age. Just the age when people stop playing football and they're looking for a new hobby to do because they no longer come around a football pitch all day long, or they give up rugby, or they give up high impact sports and they take up fishing. And it's a brilliant sport because you can do it until the day you die, pretty much. And that's why I love this, because I can carry on fishing to the day I die, enjoying it, doing these videos. And for people who don't like me doing these videos, oh, you've got years to come and watching them. Absolutely years, it'll be up forever. You'll love it. Even more reason for you to come back, like and subscribe. So don't forget, on your right hand side, there's a subscribe button. There's a comment section. Tell me why you enjoy your fishing. Tell me why you started going fishing. There's the most important question. Tell me exactly why you started fishing. I really want to know. Now it's mid-morning, the carp are starting to show on the top, they're cruising across the upper layers of the water. I'm going to keep one rig on the bottom, and that's going to be fishing off a little spinner rig, you know, pre-tied, pre-made spinner rig, and I'm going to be fishing with that. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be setting up a little zig. So I'm going to got some little zig bites there, some little zigger things, you know, dumbbells. I'm going to be using them, as you can see there. I'm going to tie myself a little hook, nice small size. This is going to match this size perfectly well. See that, the size of the hook. Some zig line, £9. And a baiting needle, just so I can actually tie things up. Now, I just want to be underneath the water surface. So I'm going to be doing about 18 inches. I'm going to fish on the other side of the trough, on the top of a sandbar, and that's where the warmer water is. So when the water gets warmer, the carp push up onto the bars and they cruise along the bars. And that's where I want to present a rig. So what I'm also going to do as well, and we can tie this through, I'm just going to do a basic air rig and tie it onto a hook, doing a knotless knot type thing. I've not got my glasses on either, so I should have put my glasses on. I want to try and do it without my glasses because I'm quite lazy. That on there. That'll do. Cut that off. What's this? This is a breakpoint babbed microbarb. So like I say, I'm going to go about 18 inches. Now what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to whip the eye, come quite further up from the hook. I'm going to whip further up from the eye, and I'm going to make sure that the whipping's quite long to allow the hook bait to stay near the top of the hook. And let's just whip that all the way up. Quite a long whipping, With it being a knotless knot, it allows me to go all the way to the end of the hook, like so. You can see that there. So it's going the full length of the shank. I'm going to come back on myself and go through the back of the eye, straight the way down. There we go. Wet it, pull it tight. And that means the hair is staying near the top of the actual hook. Just put a bait on. I may actually put 2 baits on because I've put quite a long hair on it. I think I'll go 2. So I've got 1, as you can see there. 1. I'm going to put a second one on. The second one is going to go onto the hair like a little T shape, just like that. Nice little T shape. So you can see it's a nice compact arrangement. It's quite a dark hook bait as well. Slide that through. There. Nice and simple. Ignore the dirty fingernails I've been fishing. And that's going to be zigged up at 18 inches. Like so. Yep. Fluorocarbon. I've also got some... this is a liquid. It's a sugary substance. Yeah. But it's mainly made up of honey. So that's why it is. It's flavoured honey. Okay, liquidized, a little bit of stabilizers in there, so that's going to have a very sweet honey, natural honey to it. And all we do with that, this is crab. I'm just going to put a little bit of honey on it, not much, just coat that, give it a bit of a booster as well. You can still smell the crab through there, and you also get the taste as well of the honey. So we're going to fish that on a zig now. While the fish are up in the upper layers, I want to try and get any fish now. I've only got the data fish, so I'm going to keep that one on the bottom that we did before. That's going to be over the fish meal type baits, and this fish meal type double zig is going to be cast out on the top of a bar, and hopefully we'll pick a fish up. Not bothered about the size of the fish, it's about enjoying ourselves and having a bit of fun. That's exactly what I'm going to do with it. Alright, so carry on fishing. Do you know, last night it looked perfect. What we had a strong warm wind, southerly wind. We had no fish showing. It was looking bang on. I've even left the rods deep and stick my head out the bivvy until about 8:30 this morning when the call of the throne called. So what I'm going to be doing again, I'm going to be catapulting more bait out. There are some feeding fish starting to show now, and I'm going to see whether I can pick a fish up off that baited area. Now I have fished this water before where I fished it for 2 days, and the first 24 hours I didn't get very much. But on the second day, when the bait started to soften a little bit and the fish moved onto the bait, caught a fish. So I'm hoping if I stay here until mid-afternoon, I should catch a fish. We'll have to see what happens, eh? So again, 60 yards out in a trough, some bait in there. I've kept a marker out. I'll explain why I've kept a marker out. The marker is a little bit to the left, so if anybody comes fishing on a swim to the left or to the right of me, they know where I'm fishing. And with it being a C shape, it kind of like that kind of shape, people are all casting to the same spot, so I need people to identify where I'm actually fishing. Right, don't forget there will be some vlogs coming up with reviews, bait, tackle, tips, that kind of thing, but this is just a fishing video, that's all it is. Me going out getting some fishing done with no product placement in at all. I'm not going to tape all the brand names off of the things that I'm using because that's just weird. Nice little plane going overhead again, love it. Let's carry on. Right, what I'm going to do as well now, I'm going to show you the rig that I'm going to be using on this session. Now, I know this rig can be made by loads of different tackle companies. I'm not going to name them, I'm just going to actually illustrate the rig and what I'm going to be doing with it. And it is a Ronnie rig stroke spinner rig. I've gone back onto that rig again after trying different rigs this year. I've also tried different baits this year, so a lot of shot bought baits, and I tend to have found I've done better using more specifically design baits, let's put it that way. Right, like we discussed, we're going to take a look at the Ronnie rig. The Ronnie rig I've been using on this session, and I'll be using for a few sessions after this one, and that's it. It's a lovely little system. It's a lovely little system which has actually got the swivel connected directly to the hook with some shrink wrap around the actual sleeve as well. I've put a little bit of shrink wrap at the top as well, and we've got a little bait screw on a rig ring which is both attached to each other, nice and simple. And then we've got some rigid hook link which is there about 9 inches. I've got some little tungsten slip-on bead, anti-tangle sleeve mounted on a helicopter rig with a 2-ounce bomb, and then we've got some lead core just to pin it all down as well. Now that's a cracking little Ronnie rig system just there. Now the reason why I'm excited about that, I'm really happy about that, is because all these components within the Ronnie rig, they're all actually made together, they're not clicked together. Some of them you use like kind of a speed swivel, so you can clip the hook onto the speed swivel. Well, this is actually all built as one, which means that it's nice and compact, solid and sharp as heck. Also the actual gauge of the hook is very thick as well, with a very long point on it. It's a great little system. If you look on my website you may see exactly which one it is, but in this video we're just going to talk about the Ronnie rig system. Now the hook link is jet black. I've used jet black hook links a lot for one simple reason. When you look at twigs on the bottom of the lake, they generally are black in colour. So just that little bit there, about 6 inches long, resembles a stick, which is very reminiscent of, or which is very similar to the debris on the bottom of lake, or most lakes. And I've got a little coated lead bomb, and this is a green and black lead core hook link as well, not hook link, leader. That's it. That's the actual Ronnie rig that I'm going to be using. Now you can use that Ronnie rig just by going through that ring there and mounting it as a chod rig as well, or you can have it as part of a fluorocarbon boom. So if you put a boom section with the loop either side in that part there, you can actually pop it up with the fluorocarbon, especially if you're fishing a gin clear water and you need utter secrecy, or is secrecy the right word? Camouflage on the bottom of the lake. You know, you can't see because it's fluorocarbon, and that's the Ronnie rig that I'm going to be using. I thought I'd show it you. Nice and simple, nothing too complicated, and I've even got some tungsten putty here on the bottom just to pin it down. I'm not too bothered about putting a loop on this point here because the way that's mounted, it's always going to move around. Okay, so they either call that the spinner rig because it spins round, or the Ronnie rig. Your choice what you want to call it. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Press that bell icon on your right hand side for subscribe and notifications. So subscribe. Really good to see you again. It's a pleasure to see you, and I'll be out and doing more vlogs, even reviews. Thank you so much.